Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Speciality here, should you need any.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Revelio.
What can I do for you today? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Folks still talk about you taking down...
Where they go.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine. Willetsy. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind! Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck!
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Castle must have been quite stately in its time. Revelio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Incendio!
I should. You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to wish you hadn't.
Potato! Stupid one!
Incendio! Leviosa! Potato! Incendio! Well, well. Look what we have here. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Revelio. Accio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa.
Incendio.
Leviosa. Accio.
Incendio!
Accio! Leviosa!
Wonder who lives here.
Always late that.
Madam Luang? I have a delivery from J. Pippin's Potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
I delivered the potions to Fatima Loang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald. The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly. which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather you're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Hogwarts. It's to tell me my child has broken school rules again. I'd like to good grades, but no. What did I ever do to deserve this? You are ungrateful, ungraceful, and frankly unacademic. I am ashamed.
Revelio.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they and reveal themselves. statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a... restricted area of the castle.
Poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
must be the prefect's bathroom.
For a rebellion. Bruce, always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those got I'll hand him his hat. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marching professor has to what that class is for. He's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone? How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
Off on another adventure, are we? Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls depend on my way, though.
Being cancelled. Hufflepuff? Well,
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
What trickery are you up to?
I've always said that Magnus best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few. I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff.
Revelio. Revelio.
Spying on the professors, are we?
What are you up to now?
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime. Aren't you the student who ran all those goblin loyalists off?
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
That will be all. Thank you for your time. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
That will be all. Thank you for your time. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. A wise decision. Thank you. Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. 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 Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world. There you go. amnesia is a powerful learning tool.
Let's play Summoner's Court.
Back for more, eh? Ready then?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. All in the wrist. Missed the mark a bit on that one. Try to beat that. That was one for the ages. Accio. Nothing to it. Lucky shot. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. Try to beat that. How do you do that? Nothing to it. Not bad. Not bad. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed. There you are. The Crossbond's duelist to beat.
Revelio. Revelio.
I wish we didn't have to use a dagger in potions. I'm not the least bit comfortable with it. Crush with the flat side of the dagger. It's most under...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I'm told that last Clementine... Hello, be with you in a bit. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Apparently, Mary.
If it isn't the
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
I adore them. My family and I travel. Dying to visit Romania.
That was it. Half a bottle of potions when Professor Sharp is so
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go. Books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Leviosa! Depulso!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos.
Stop right there! It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little car. I never...
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Yes.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in Divination class.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
knowledgeable.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I honestly don't know, Professor.
At times, the future is murky to us all. As with rippling water, one must wait for things to settle before the reflection becomes clear. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? I think you have it.
Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Descendo!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Levioso! Descendo! Depulso! Incendio! Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day?
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumours I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you?
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
When you find a good opportunity,
its selection is impressive, of course, but I prefer the convenience and safety of our high streets.
Have any of you been by Calliope Snelling's lately? Does wonders for one's image to have a styling done by her. Not saying any of you need it, merely suggesting.
If only I could invent a new potion. It's not
one thing, it's
indispensable. I'd be set for life. Not to worry, I like baking.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's Hogwarts.
Those that say Abracadabra could be used for good belong in Azkaban.
I wish I'd paid more attention when I was at Hogwarts. If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out, it was Hengist of Woodcroft.
I had plenty of opportunity to pursue anything. Diamond and its selection is impressive, of course, but
I will say that I was relieved to have our family out about when I was younger. Kept me from having to clear the doxies from the curtains each spring.
I imagine it's a bit of a comfort to have your career laid out from birth. No worries about school or classes. There's a dignity in service. Mind where you put your hands if you visit Dogweed and Death Cab. I was in there the other day, nearly lost a finger.
I was simply saying before that I prefer Diagon Alley on account of the wider selection of merchandise. Just because you know...
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt. But then what? Fleeing?
Mind where you put your hands if you visit Dogweed and Death Cab. I was in there the other day, nearly lost a finger.
From what? I think we're getting a lot more trade from the Hogwarts students this year, what with Quidditch being cancelled. Poor children had nothing else to do with their spare time.
The secret is do that.
I can transfigure anything if I put my mind to it.
I've been told I have a winning smile.
What's more powerful than the dark arts? What? Not even love, I reckon. Not even love.
No children that anyone ever activating the trace of my art.
Never can decide where to go for a butterbeer, the Hog's Head or the Three Broomsticks. Both had their charms, to be sure. Of
I've taught my
it's
son
always a
never
treat
to
to see
raise his
Serona,
wand in
so the
anger,
3
unless,
broomsticks
of
usually
course, he
wins
means
out.
to use it.
If I had a knut for every grapehorn I chased off.
Far back as I can recall, everyone in my family's been clumsy as an ox, and my sister's children are no exception. First thing I taught them was how to brew Wiggenweld potion. Good thing, too.
No witch can resist my charms. Is the new reversal hex really so sinister? Pushing a plough is good, honest work, but I shall leave it to the muggles.
Simply horrible, the things I've heard muggles do to women they think are witches.
My two couldn't be more different. I didn't know better. Much as they exhaust me, I'm a bit sad my last one's heading to
I'd rather
Hogwarts.
scrape cauldrons than work with muggles.
Still ring true today.
Don't know how that Ollivander fella does it. Always seems to find a perfect wand for each customer. Of course, his family been making wands for centuries.
The secret is do the hard work first.
I think we're getting a lot more trade from the Hogwarts students this year.
Hollyjuice
what with
potion wants
Quidditch being
keeping away from
cancelled.
today's young, I'd
Poor
say.
children have nothing else to do with their spare time.
Ellie Peck certainly knows her beasts. Stopped me from blindly buying Neasel fur when she knew that what I needed was Niffler fur.
That young Otto Dibble at Glandrax does seem a nervous sort. Helpful, mind you, but perhaps still hasn't quite found his
We
stride.
had assumed that all the children would be sorted into Hufflepuff. Imagine our surprise when the youngest was put into Ravenclaw. Still, she has always been quite the reader. And she's quite useful when you have a question.
My parents finally installed a fireplace. I was thrilled, except now that they're connected to the flu network, I'm expected to bring the children for dinner every
No
summer.
one could charm a hairstyle like
I wouldn't
me.
mind, but it's
Smooth
an
as a
awful
moon
roast they cook.
I don't see why everyone has their wand in a knot about the dark arts. It's pushing the boundaries of magic.
Any family with more than one household should share, in my opinion.
It's been ages since I've been up to the castle myself. It'd be lovely to visit Hogwarts again. But not while I have
My
that old
children and
commotion
my
in
husband, for that matter, know not to press me too much. I'm not above using a blasting curse in the house when necessary.
It's no wonder parents are exhausted all the time. I shall pour myself a fire whiskey the minute I get home and bask in the glorious peace of a childless abode.
My headmaster cancelled Quidditch. I was a boy, and my headmaster cancelled Quidditch.
Not much of the dark arts that frightens me as long as I have me wand.
One never knows when society will be thrown into the midst of unrest, in my opinion.
I do wonder if more families don't have house elves. They do seem to enjoy work.
I told my nieces I'd leave my grandmother's silver cauldron to whichever one of them looked after me in my old age. They've each taken to checking in on me weekly, which is very nice,
It's a good
of course.
thing we have oars.
I'd say it's a bit too soon.
Find myself scurrying home at night these days. Can't be too careful.
Augustus Hill has such tact. Just the other day, I heard him talking a woman out of a hat that pulled her most certainly
was the
brought
greatest
out all of the worst features. I could admire that in the shop owner.
I met her once. Looked like an experience.
Pushing the plough is good, honest work, but I shall leave it to the muggles.
But they'll learn eventually. For years, my mother conjured anything my daughter wanted. Quite forgotten she did. Had a bit of a rude awakening her first days at Hogwarts. No one catering to her every whim.
My father always taught me to keep my wand at the ready. Mind you, he was never the same after he was attacked by a
Why
bird.
do make the most of it when they're at home? Flying about the bogs, tossing a quaffle back
My eldest son sits on a boy that lives near his sister. I've nothing against it, man, but I told him to make sure he's looked for himself and not his magic.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive, sir. But at what cost?
Have you still enjoyed the days when the children back at Hogwarts? Just a visited toilet burst of energy.
An honest egg will act for an honest sickle. That's my creed.
The friendliest establishment in our village, the Hogshead Inn. No one putting on airs and graces over a pint of butterbeer. Not like they do at the Three Roses.
It was once the victim of a pinball chase at school. If Mr. Pickett hadn't had
My appearance don't need the assistance of charms.
I don't know what we would have done. That man is a saint.
I don't know that sentence, but there hasn't been a dragon in history worth losing a hair over.
My mother used to say I was lazy, couldn't pick up my toys, she said.
Those of us who are raised properly can pick up after ourselves. You don't need a house elf to do it.
A quilt. That's a conscientious and kind woman if ever I met one.
A full day's work clears the mind, I say.
I wouldn't mind a job at that alchemy.
Wingardium Leviosa is like work. I always say.
You know, I don't know.
I must say, I admire Serona Ryan in the way she welcomes all types into the three broomsticks. So rare to see goblins and wizards socialising together. Makes a nice change.
Not saying I mind, of course.
I have the fastest wand this side of Dawn Strand.
Ironic, really.
I met a girl once. Looked like him.
I question anyone teaching defense against dark arts. Why take such an interest?
Bit too hairy-hearted for my taste.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve so much dung.
Hasn't been anyone as bad as Barnabas Deverell in a while, has there?
Exactly as her people. Stopped me from blindly buying lethal fur when she knew that what I needed was niffler fur. What I like about Jasper Trout is that he's shifty as a niffler
I'd take up
and you can
herbology
tell
if
him
it
that
didn't
to
involve
his
so much
face.
dung.
Could have sworn I saw one of the Hogwarts ghosts wandering near the graveyard the other day. Very strange.
I never get a single letter when she's away at school because she refuses to part with them.
Since I've been up to the castle myself.
Much as they exhaust me, I'm a bit sad my last one's heading to Hogwarts soon.
Children from homes.
Good
with
thing the
more than
Ministry
one
banned underage
household
sorcery.
are rarely
Can't trust the young.
are they?
Remember, it might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done by Calliope's then.
The Minister for Magic didn't get where he is by sitting on his hands.
It's pushing the boundaries.
I'm well suited to counting money. I'd rather jog at Gringotts if I didn't have to take one of those rickety carts round the
The
block.
Muggle world has never truly realised.
I question anyone.
You don't get the one? Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hogshead. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The Three Broomsticks. Day of the Troll Attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Day in, day out, trapped behind a desk. I don't want to be associated with any squibs.
The ministry can't stop me from using any spell I'd like. No one will dare challenge me again once I have feelings.
There's no way to protect inferior from fire.
There's never been a safe or squib in my family's history.
They could fight anyone. Did we got a cemetery built on the island? As if that's enough justice for all those that died in those conditions. They'd be changing their whole rules for pure blood. Not about a speaker. Don't you find it strange that no one...
You have to have conviction
I don't want to be associated with any squibs.
Not everyone has that kind of skill. Or willpower.
My cousin got that. Do you think the Ashwanders would take
I've never met someone who can brew a more potent drink of despair.
Do you know anyone skilled enough in occlumency to resist very
Have you ever heard of a much very surely that could never have that meaning now.
It's unfortunate that there's no way to protect inferior from fire.
How did you manage to get your hands on Veritas serum? Hogwarts is very no one will dare challenge me again once I have any feelings.
No pain, no fear. They make the perfect soldiers.
It's always coming back to me. These are difficult ones like Veritas serum.
They want to believe we're trying to push you nowadays. The Ashwan.
Mine now, Demi, guys.
Mr. Rookwood himself wouldn't dare challenge me.
Squids, mudbloods, goblins, house elves. I'm certainly grateful to be part of the pure bloodline.
Surely that could never happen.
Do you know anyone skilled enough in occlumency to resist Veritas serum?
How many witches and wizards do you know talented enough to create their own spells?
a brilliant potion.
Got something to hide?
Why do we allow the ministry to decide anything? They allow conventions to torment prisoners in Azkaban.
Allegedly creating an inferior is a non-spoken. I failed a few times now.
Eldritch Diggory thought he'd have to fix Azkaban. What a joke. I could have joined the Ashwanders. It's on the necromancer for stop. Do the ministry doesn't care about anyone except the witch. That's the questions that keep me up at night.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast contendo on a cow.
What mothers do for women they think is...
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Handy resource indeed.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and, most effectively, fire.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Revelio. It's sealed. Lumos. What? Curious. Merlin's beard. Lumos. This can't be the witch's tomb. I need to go further. Lumos! Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here. Revelio. Incendio! Leviosa! Stucci! Incendio! Incendio! Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos. 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 What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Revelio. Down I go. No other way. Incendio. Levioso. Repulso. Protego. Superfire. Levioso. Repulso. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Incendio. Repulso. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. This looks even more complex. Lumos. Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that. That must be it. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Repulsor.
Lumos. Lumos. The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Revelio! Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first! We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
There they are.
I'm seeing you to your knees. You're the one who really pay for your What are you folks on? Electricity. You're easier to spot than an eruption. Accio. Expulso! Expulso! Accio. You're only delaying the inevitable. Expulso! 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 Rolling away, back for more. Expulso! Not the brightest child. Dead from above! Look what you've done! You unfortunate!
Leviosa! Might want to look up. Repulsor!
Expulsor! Stop that at once!
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio.
That's it. This is for Rookwood!
Oh, try not to make this too easy for me. I'm just
Child's play. You'll regret that.
You're going to regret that.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Counting money.
Aloha, Mora. What do we have here?
Revelio.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. You'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Good thing the minute
You can't imagine how inconvenient
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. It's like a place right out of... Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to...
And worse.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was. Shame Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sir Rona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh!
dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. This looks intriguing. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. 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 Incendio.
Put me down!
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Well, if we're talking beasts, it's the Nifra that's the real commodity. Surely you agree.
Past the river near the forest. I must be on the right track.
I shall get that goblin helm back. Hopefully from your corpse. What have you done? It's a weed.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. that infuriates why I wouldn't
Let me also. Incendio. Convulso. Removal. Stupid. Accio. Incendio.
I want to know what really happened.
Incendio. Compulso. Descendo. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Descendo. Lumos. Compulso.
I wonder who lives here.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph. Bardolph. My dear, dear brother.
Revelio.
I can always rely on my Patronus to keep me straight.
Aloha Mora.
Ramrock.
You can stop a thief in their tracks.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned... He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough.
Rascals, going without me? I had mentioned. Oh, that's even worse.
Deke? Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of mooncalves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
What's you up to now?
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe this. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Most excellent.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. came out nicely. I should show Deke.